Hey, how you doing, family? This is Mike. Yeah, good morning. Excuse me. Uh, wow, feeling good, and I just want to get some information out Monday because unless I'm doing something that takes me away from my computer, Monday nights and Wednesday nights Eastern Standard Time, I'm on a webinar, 7K Metal webinar, which is open and free to everybody. If you're opening up my emails, you'll see the links. I create them so that all you have to do is click. You can join the webinar. You put your name in and your email address again in the field for Zoom, and you're in the webinar. Excuse me. So yeah, I was in there Monday. It was a great webinar, very encouraging, and that's kind of like what I want to talk to you about in this video. So what you're looking at right now is basically some legalese, and what you can see at the bottom is our compliance to Internal Revenue Code sections 408M, 3B, and N. And I just want to hammer away and hammer into those watching. And if you are, this is a training video, so I'm in about, I think, maybe between 13 and 15 emails. If you are opening this email, I'm going to presume that you haven't joined because, or you have joined. But if you haven't joined, it's because you're still accumulating the necessary funds, not crypto, but currency, to make your purchase of your membership. So I'm getting into training now. I'm not, and never was. You guys know me. I tell you all the time. I'm not into, polished videos. I'm not trying to be some YouTube superstar. As a matter of fact, and I will tell you guys now, because if you're listening to this video, if you open this email, you want to see the possibilities that 7K Metals can bring to somebody if they just implement some really simple steps. And that's kind of like what I want to start on with this video, are some very simple steps to get you off to a great start. And to further emphasize the strategy, okay? Because, excuse me, I may have to edit that out. But hopefully you guys love me enough that you're gonna give that a pass. So anyway, I was drinking some hot chocolate. Sorry about that. Note to self: don't drink hot chocolate before videos. So anyway, some simple steps to get you off to a great start. Keeping in mind that builders are being taught in 7K Metals amongst a lot of things, a lot of training that is pearls that are dropped in these webinars, free webinars, okay, by master networkers. So they also are going to emphasize, you have your power leg and then you have your pay leg, what we call a right left, okay? In most cases, I'm right-handed, so my right leg is, in my mind, my power leg. So I'm going to drive my builders down that leg. I'm going to create a taproot. I'm going to create a leg that's, if I live long enough, 1,000 deep, okay? In my pay leg, I'm going to create the same thing except as I've explained, that's where I will put my affectionately known as piddlers, grandmothers, mothers, retirees who aren't really computer savvy, don't have any interest in building a huge downline. They go in my left leg, my pay leg. But what I also am doing is every fourth builder goes into my pay leg. This way there's health and vitality in my pay leg. Okay, now I'm going to train on that some more. I'm not going to get into that right now. That's the strategy that I'm teaching. Okay, very simple. Okay, very simple. Now, but to benefit from that, you have to get started. You have to purchase a membership. Have to purchase a membership. Okay, but it's just that simple. Okay, and we've gone over what that is in previous videos. So I'm showing you this to show that we are serious about business. We are in compliance, etc. Now we're going to move on. I want to get into numbers. Okay, I'm a number person. Okay, I can digest information as it applies to systems very quickly based on the numbers. It's just something I have. It's a knack. This is one of the simplest and most powerful compensations I've ever seen in my life. All right. If you don't complicate this system, you can't help but become wealthy. And there are going to be some advanced trainings, especially once I start implementing things, because what I'll also continually tell you, in case no one else is telling you, is that knowledge in and of itself is not power. Excuse the background noise. I've explained in other videos also. I don't have an ideal recording situation yet. But with this business, I will have shortly. But knowledge in and of itself is not power. Knowledge is only power rightly applied. So I'm telling you that if you follow the simple steps that I'm going to lay out to you, because I'm traversing the path. Okay, I'm going through all the landmines. I'm checking everything out. I'm asking the questions, and if you ask the people on the webinar if they know who I am, they'll tell you, yes, we know who he is from where you're saying that he comes from, Westchester County. Okay, New York. Ask them if they know me. Okay, customer service knows me. All right, not because I'm a pest, but one, because I'm trying to become active. I'm trying to become an exemplary leader in the company, someone they could be proud of. And I want to get the questions answered for you guys. So when you guys ask me the questions, that's why I did in the previous video, I showed you the emails I've sent. Right? So you don't have to you don't have to ask the same questions. I've already asked those questions. Now, if you have some other good questions, by all means, reach out to support and ask them. I'm sure they'll get back to you promptly. Okay, but this is a very simple business. All right, so don't complicate it, and you'll be successful and you'll be wealthy. It's really that simple. It starts with sharing this with two people, one for your left side and one for your right side. If you want to stop there, you can. I'm not. But if you wanted to stop there, you've satisfied your commitment to the community. Okay? To the binary. However you want to word it, however you want to look at it, you've satisfied your commitment. Okay? If you wanted to stop right there. Now, I'm going to tell you something because I'm talking to a nonprofit, a legal registered nonprofit. I'm not going to get into the names or whatever. Suffice to say, when I get them to the point where they understand that we're talking about real money here, not funny money, not fiat currency, although there is a side of this compensation plan that pays you handsomely in fiat, but there's also what I'm more interested in, the side of this compensation plan that affords you the accumulation of physical gold and silver. What a 1-2 punch. So yeah, it starts with you joining. That's where it starts. It starts with you joining. You can't have anything here unless you join. So it starts with you. And whether you want to be a piddler or you want to be a builder, that also is a decision up to you. Nobody's going to force you. I'm not going to twist your arm. I'm not going to try to persuade you to do one or the other. That's not how we operate. Okay, we give you the facts. We give you the truth. We're transparent. You know, we're in compliance. You know, so what do you want to do? You know, so yeah, I'm gonna start telling people, you know, you can't get involved with me on a business level unless you want to get wealthy. You can't. You can't get involved. You can't join me. Do what I suggest you do strongly, okay? Because people ultimately are going to do what they want to do. So I'm going to make very strong suggestions as to how you build this, right? If you do what I tell you to do, there's no way that you cannot become wealthy. Pause. Pause. The only way you can't become wealthy if you do what I tell you to do is if 7K Metals closes up shop and goes away. That's the only way. That's the only way. You know, so I don't believe that's going to happen. You know, I've been looking at this company for, wow, it's, yeah, I'd say it has to be encroaching on 7, 8 months that I've been looking at this company, you know. So I'm just letting you know that this would not be time wasted. This is quickly becoming the best investment that I've made in a long, long time. In a long, long time. And forever online. So, you know, I'm talking about brick and mortar investments. I'm talking about investments through, you know, my civil service employment, um, you know, with the um, accounts that they afford you at most union civil service type employments, particularly in the tri-state area, you know, on the east coast of the United States of America. If you're a unionized worker, you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I've had those, I've had real estate, you know, I've done some other things. But this, wow, this is simply wow. For me, it's two things. It's a dream come true, and it's like a well-made suit. You know, something like, you know, that I've been looking for to put on for a long time. So with that said, you find your two, you qualify to make cycles of $500 per week. Okay? $500 per week. You're entitled to get 4 cycles within a month, which is $2,000 per month. That's the first level of our compensation plan. So if you just join, right, you take a step of faith, right, and you join, and then you share what happened with you once you join and you follow my direction. And if you don't get excited, okay, if you don't get excited after you get that first coin in your hand, it comes to the mail, right? And you get your mail and you open up that package. And that doesn't excite you with the contents that they supply you inside, right? Then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Because I sure was excited. You know, when I got my first coin, wow. You know, and I should be getting my second in the mail today or tomorrow. Because you normally, based on where you are, I'm gonna stick my neck out and say you probably get it within 3 days of them hitting your account. Now they hit your account on the first. Today is the fifth, the weekend. Okay, um, nothing happens on the weekend, so yeah, I should see it today. Um, so that's really exciting. So what I really want to finish up with, we're 14 minutes in. So the currency is here. Okay, the currency is here. Forget about the physical gold that you're going to accumulate, the physical silver that you're going to accumulate based on the auto ship level that you decide to partake in. Because that's part of the wealth accumulation. You want to put your wealth accumulation on autopilot. Let's not even if you're a piddler, you want to be on auto ship. You want to have physical gold and silver coming to your home on autopilot, so you don't have to think about it. And believe me, once you've implemented it, you don't miss it. It's just not there. You're just dealing with your bank balance based on what is there, right? That's what we all do. But what happens now is, as a result of that debit, okay, right? As a result of that debit to your account, you are accumulating wealth that could go up in value from the time you ordered it to the time it hits your door. That's crazy. That's awesome. Think about that. Okay, for once in your life you're making an expense where as what you've purchased didn't didn't necessarily. I mean, yes, it could depreciate. Sure, it could depreciate, but more likely than none, different than any other purchase that you made, past, present, or probably in the future other than this, the asset, right? If you can call it an asset, and most aren't assets, they're just worthless debt that depreciates the minute you go to the POS, the point of sale, and pay your money, pay your currency, right? This, on the other hand, has the potential of, when you made the purchase to the time it hits your door, could appreciate in value. That's powerful. That's powerful. So anyway, let's move on. We talked about in this last webinar, that was this past Monday, the 3rd. They had some people on who had been to this last year, or rather this year, 2018, who plan on being there in 2019, and they were giving some of their accounts. Some of the leaders in the company were giving their accounts, as to the fantastic time that they had swimming with the dolphins and being at the El Dorado seaside all-inclusive. So it's my goal to be there in 2019, right? And I also want to be a qualified silver. I'm not going to get into what that's going to take, but suffice to say, it's going to take me helping a lot of people. And when I say a lot of people, I really don't mean a lot of people. I only have to help two. You follow? Okay, so it's not really difficult at all. Okay, and it can be done literally in 90 days or less. I mean, there are marketers out there that they see this video and they look at the numbers and they decide to research this company and decide to purchase a membership in my downline. There are network marketers that I know, with their email lists, could be silver most definitely by April of 2019. Could qualify by March easily within 90 days. So yeah, you could possibly share this with somebody like that, okay, and find yourself in Cancun, Mexico in April of 2019. I hope to meet you there, okay, because this is where my focus is, okay. I need to help as many people as I need to get to where they want to be in this opportunity, okay, or in life in general. There are going to be people, like I said, I'm talking to a nonprofit right now. I don't know what's going to come of it, but if only one person at the nonprofit sees this, you know, there's no limit on what could happen to the upside. So, um, and I've been talking to people for weeks, you know, and I understand. See, the economy is getting more difficult. People don't want to. People don't want to admit to it, but it's becoming harder and harder to put together even the $250. And that's why I'm trying to express to people now, do this now. You know, if you're feeling a pain level to come up off $250 for all of the upside that I've shown you, and you still on the fence, you know, either you don't understand gold and silver as a commodity, gold and silver as a store of wealth for over 5,000 years, gold and silver as a form of exchange of currency for over 5,000 years, and you certainly don't understand what I'm trying to share with you up until this point about what's happening in our financial fiscal policies around the world with our central banks, and in particular, if you're living in the United States, the Federal Reserve Bank and what they're doing on the down low. So if you haven't at this point gotten all of that, and your only thing is, because I hope it's not personal that you're not joining me. You know, I hope it's only financial. If it is financial, or even if it is personal, something you don't like about me, you don't like something about my voice, or something I've been teaching, or something I've been sharing with you, you know, that's cool too. You know, but if you're here and all it is just you haven't gotten the money together, then, you know, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. We're going to do huge things. You know, that's the pain level right now. You know, and I'm talking to people, and a lot of people just still don't get it. They don't get it. And it's unfortunate because it happens. There's cycles in history where this happens all the time, where there's a transfer of wealth, and millions literally get wiped out, literally, of their savings, whatever savings they have. You know, the average person doesn't have more than $600 in the bank. The average person in America does not have more than $600 in the bank that they don't need to touch. So, yeah. Um, El Dorado Seaside, all inclusive, April 25th through the 29th. Now, here's the sweet spot. Here's the good stuff. Okay, let's go this way, Mike. All right. This is how they're doing it. If you're just a member, let's say like you just joined, right? You haven't sponsored anybody, but you want to be at the event, and I suggest you get there if you can afford to come, right? Bring your spouse, your significant other, whatever. It's going to be $900 per person, but that covers everything over the days that I just mentioned above, right? So, right, from April 25th when you get in, if you don't come in on the 24th, you come in on the 25th, from that day to time you leave on the 29th, that's covered by that $900 per person, okay? That doesn't cover, I don't believe it covers excursions, right, if you do an excursion, but anything that deals with the all-inclusive, that's covered in the 900. Now, if you're an associate, which means that you've sponsored your two, right, 7K Metals will pay $50 per person of that, okay, or $50 towards your price at the all-inclusive. And so it goes up as you go up in the levels. Okay, they'll pay basically, what is it, 150, right, if you're a copper. We're talking about 250 if you're a bronze. If you're a silver, you're free. It's only 650, right? They give you the bronze price for your significant other. If you are gold at this event next year in April, you're free, your significant other is free, and swimming with the dolphins, the excursion, is free. This you can look at on your own. It tells you basically how they dole out the points. But it's a very fair contest, or pricing for the convention, I think. They have a contest running, but if you got in now, you'd really have to hustle because I think the qualification is over they're doing a swimming of the dolphins contest, and you get to get the excursion free. Yeah, but you have to have a certain amount of points, and that's what all this is about. And I think it's cut off at January 5th or something. So anyway, but this is pertaining to the all inclusive. If you're coming, like I said, as just a member. So like the Piddlers, this would apply to you. It'd be $900 to go, not including your airfare. Airfare. Okay, so everything here is not including airfare. Okay, um, getting down to Cancun. So yeah, I wanted to just talk to you about that. We're under 30 minutes, coming up on 25. Yeah, I'm in training mode now. So, from here on out, there's no fluff. We're just getting into mindset. We're getting into the strategy and the objective. And the objective is to get everybody, in my opinion, to gold. Because if you do what I tell you to do, you can do silver in 90 days. And based on what I've heard from the founders, once you've achieved that momentum, gold is just 30 days away. So what's silver? Silver is $14,000 per month of accumulated commission, right? Up to $14,000, right? I believe that's 7 cycles per month, right? And then gold is $28,000 per month, up to 14 cycles, right? So, for me, it's just like if we're going to do it, let's do it, right? Let's do it. It's real simple. I mean, it first starts with you. You just buy your membership. Go on silver, coin of the month. Start out there, right? I'm about to upgrade to the next coin of the month. I forgot what the name of it is, but yeah, it's where you get the gold coins. So, but yeah, as I grow, we all grow. But you got to take the first step. That's with anything successful. You got to take the first step. You can't, like, I hate to use the reference of the lotto because it's such a ripoff. So many people are falling into that mess. But you got to be in it to win it. I mean, that much of it is true. You got to be in it to win it, and it's no different here. So anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for opening the emails. Look forward to working with you to help you achieve whatever your dreams are. 'Cause mine are huge. Mine would scare some of you. But yeah, I hope to, whether it be, you're looking at a foreclosure, or you'd like to invest in some real estate, or, you just like to know what 7K Metals has to offer, because the stuff this is some next level stuff in here. This makes some other investments that I know of passe, really. With what's going on in here. Oh man, these guys are heavyweights, and they're letting you in on some of this knowledge, this right knowledge. But you can't get the knowledge unless you join. So that be it. You people stay good, stay safe. God bless, and I'll talk to you soon. This is Mike. I'm out.